In this week's video, it really is all hands on deck. As work continues on our brand new boat, will it be ready in time for the Crick Boat Show?
That is absolutely amazing.
Oh wow, that looks stunning. Hello and welcome to this week's vlog. Anthony's in work, so let me tell you what's going to go on in this week's video. As most of you are probably aware, we're having a brand new boat built by Oakums Narrowboats in Derbyshire, and it's going to be shown at this year's Crick Boat Show at the end of May. Now, we would love to go up there every single day and film the progress of the boat build, but it's just impossible. We've got work commitments, we've got filming commitments, and also we've got to get this current boat, the one we're on now, down to Crick for the boat show at the end of May. Well, so what happens when we're not able to go down there and film ourselves? Liam from Oakums has been an absolute star, and he has been filming the progress of the boat for us. So we're going to share those videos with you this week. They've done loads and we can't believe it since we last went up. And you also get to see us pop down to Oakums a couple of times to go and see the progress of the paint that's being applied to the outside of the boat. Picking a colour for the boat was one of the hardest choices we've made. We love the colour on this current boat, but we just wanted something different, and we hope you like it. Right, that's enough waffle from me. Enjoy this week's video.
Good morning, guys. Today is carpet day, so we have just rolled out the carpet. It's not a red carpet for you guys, it's a lovely cream one. So we've got our socks on, very nice. That's your saloon, that's your walkway down the side. The bedroom is just there. So we're going to give it a quick cut now. John's eager. There's John. We're going to give it a cut. Let's have a quick look inside of your boat. There's Rye. Say hi, Rye. Hello. All right, let's go and have a look. So we've been doing a bit of tiling. Ryan's fitted your shower. He's done a fantastic job there, Ryan. He even cleaned up after himself. It's a rarity. We've got Raman. Raman's there, look. Hi, Raman. Hi. Raman's doing trims up there. He's doing a fantastic job. If we switch some lights on, beautiful. Look at him, even better. There we go. He'd be good at icing a cake, Raman. Look at that. Coming through. There's your kitchen. You got your low level cupboards in, got your oven in, swinging round, got all your plumbing in, sinks in, cappings are in. Oh, he's on with the next side now, doing a fantastic job there, Raman. There's your living wall, we've given it some space to breathe. Back to your shower. Oh, there's Rye, doing some more cleaning. I think you've cleaned that already, Rye. It's going to sparkle by the, oh, look at that. It's going to sparkle by the end of the day. Alright, that's your video update for now.
John's applying high build epoxy primer to the boat, and he normally gives the shell 3 or 4 coats. This smooths out any imperfections in the steel.
I've got Paul and Carl with me today. They're fitting one of the Reflex stoves, looking very nice. It's in a chrome finish.
Stainless finish, yeah.
Stainless finish.
We're just straightening the flue pipe, the fuel pipe out the back.
Okay.
So that's cut out of the way. So we get that pipe to, after we get...
So there's different ways of fitting these, isn't there? So you've got gravity fed or you've got pump fed.
Yeah, so this one will be pumped, so you can go up and down it and push all the air out.
And just for clarity, that's this line just here, which is the 8mm fuel line that comes through.
Comes through the engine bay off the main tank, and we'll plumb that in a bit later on. Once we've screwed down, fixed down to the granite, obviously we'll have to cut a hole in the roof, that's not in there yet.
Yeah.
We've got to cut a hole, fix the flames in the roof, then we'll measure the flue pipe. Once we measure the flue pipe and got that happy, we're going to pin it down, and then we'll go for the fuel line.
One of the biggest questions I get asked is, what's the difference between this and a multi-fuel? I guess the biggest difference is one uses diesel.
One uses diesel, it's mainly two things our customers will say. One will be multi-fuel, it's storing the coal and the wood, somewhere to store it. And having a diesel and a tank, you save loads of extra space in your lockers. The other thing would be dust.
Yeah.
Dust. Every time you open that multi-fuel door, you've got dust coming out, and that's it. And you've got to babysit them as well. These you can leave on.
Okay, so the diesel fuel is in a completely sealed unit.
So it's gravity fed into a carburettor with a float mechanism. From that, we can regulate how fast it comes into the burner pot. When it's burning, you can turn it up to.
So the heat's variable, unlike a multi-fuel stove where
it's kind of hot.
it's either hot or cold, hot or off.
With this, you can turn it off as well with multi-fuels.
Okay, excellent. And with a multi-fuel, the body of the stove would get hot, whereas the flue generally stays quite cool because it's twin lined. Is that the same here, or is it slightly different? Because
multi-fuels generally have either twin wool or a thicker metal flue pipe. This is a thinner metal, but it's stainless steel, so it'll last longer than mild steels.
Brilliant.
But with it being thinner, it doesn't hold the heat as much, so you can go near it and you're not going to feel it too much. But if you touch it, it'll be hot. We do put a guard down this. The body itself, this is a convector style stove. Like the multi-fuels are generally radiant heat, so the fuel heats the box and the box heats the room. Whereas this is a central burn tube in there. There's an air gap between this burn tube and the body, which obviously has air in it. That heats up and keeps and wants to rise. So it draws cold air in. When it's running, the bottom half will be cool, gets warmer up there. Hot radiator near the top, that's that hot air now heated, it's going to come out. And then everything in there is kind of hot. Cast iron hot plate, you can put your kettle on that. The boiler kettle. The glass gets hot, but they're good for pets. If you do have pets and stuff like that.
And is there anything on the stoves that the customer should be keeping an eye out for servicing? Do you service every year?
Yeah, I'll just take this down and show you. System, thank you. So around the back, service-wise, I'll show you this one. There will be a filter in the engine bay as well. A little bowl filter to catch any water and debris coming down the line. There's another filter in there, 2 screws. When you take this screw up, there's a black gasket as well behind there. Have a little Tupperware tub, something like that, catch the fuel. It should only be about 100 ml of fuel that comes out, and there's a little filter in there that slides out. So it's washable, slide it back in. All the maintenance parts of this is the other one that everyone seems to forget to do. When it's running, leave it 4 or 5 inches back, and what that does is a cleaning needle. So once a week or so, make sure it goes all the way in, right up to the right angle part, and that pushes a pin inside the burner pot, so any scale build up in the burner pot pushes a pin right through it and clears it out of the way. And then once you push it in, put it back to 4 or 5 inch.
And you'd have that pushed in for what, 1 or 2 burns before you put it out, or?
As in, yeah, you can do it whilst it's running, but as a maintenance thing, once a week. Just to make sure it goes all the way in there, or a week of use, shall I say, and put it back. What you have to say, it clears the way for the fuel. When it comes out, fuel comes into the burner pot. This pot, when it's running, this round here will heat up, because it preheats. It's been regulated through the bottom of here, so it's now been regulated, but it's all preheated. And as it goes into the burner pot, it goes in as vapour, and that's the clean part to it. So it'll burn blue, and it's nice and clean.
Fantastic. And the filter that's in the engine bay, what's that for? Is that for water? Is that for dirt, grime?
It will catch water. It's got a gauze, metal gauze inside that will catch debris. But any water, any condensation that might come down the line eventually, it'll catch that as well.
Okay. And just in case no one knows, Lockgate stoves?
Full Lockgate stoves.
Okay, fantastic. And on the internet, is it from the Lockgate stoves?
Yep, Lockgate.com.
Lockgate.com. Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, look where we are. We're back at Oakums, and today is the day that the boat gets sprayed. We're so excited. It's almost like the finishing touches, isn't it, to the boat?
Well, you're apprehensive as well, because you were a bit. You thought the colour was a bit too much, but I think it looks amazing. I think it's going to look amazing.
Yeah, and very exciting that we've got TV crew with us as well for a programme that's hopefully going to be shown later in the year. They're filming it as well. Well, this is it. She's about to get sprayed. It's quite a scary moment. I'm very anxious. And this is what it looks like now.
Look at this beautiful colour. Oh, come here, Paul. Look at this. Oh, wow. Just getting all this right, it just takes a bit of time.
but we will get there.
I don't want to give away too much, but the colour's going on and it needs the sparkle that's added to it and the lacquer. I think it's going to look amazing. I wasn't too sure at first, but yeah, I love it. I know Anthony loves it as well.
Right, and what we're putting on is the base coat, which is the colour. You can see this is a BMW colour, beautiful colour. This is usually like a 2-to-1 system, so you basically have to put 2 coats on basically. But we're going to put at least maybe 4, 5, 6 coats because it's a big area, and until I'm happy, what I'll do is whatever I need to do. And we're also putting it on with this Integra gun, which is amazing. This gun's really, really good. Saves a lot of time, putting the press pots, KB2, which is the Bilbus, and it just makes life easier because usually we use a gravity feed pot, which takes forever and you're filling up all the time. This one basically can virtually get round the boat and put a coat on, and it just saves time, and obviously the panel looks a load better as well. So
how long does the one coat of paint take to dry?
Say that again, sorry?
How long does
each coat? You give it a flash shot between 10 to 15 minutes because it's a big area to go round, you know. Once it's off, you can go again and go again, and just denab every coat you give it, just to make sure there's no crap in it. Yeah, so you'll see the progress as we carry on now and start building it up a little bit.
How confident are you that the boat will be ready for Crick?
How long's Crick now? 2 weeks?
Yeah.
2 weeks. Yeah, 100%. I think we've got, well, John's in there now spraying. I think you've just taken some fantastic spray shots. Ryan's doing the engine install. We've got the engine going in this weekend. And batteries here on Tuesday. I'm 100% confident. I think we've got, it's always the last minute trims and finishing off that really takes the time. But they're also the most important bits of the boat build. So I think the general bones of it's there, and it's just the last bit. Are you happy with it?
Yeah, we're very happy with
Fantastic.
it. I know the design's slightly different than the boat that you had at Crick last year.
Yeah.
Can you explain the theory behind that?
Well, I think after Crick last year, we'd run the same design for 2.5 years. We've had some fantastic feedback on the design. The customers who have that design love it. And I think you guys and other people as well who don't have an Oakums boat loved it too. But like a lot of things change, and you have to start looking at new innovations, new designs, and the biggest advancement in boats has been electric propulsion, and with that has allowed for a lot more technology to be put inside the boat. So, you know, we spoke to you guys after the show, who actually came and said, look, you know, we're looking for some ideas for what we can do for our boat, and you know, I think we all got together and said, look, how can we do this together? We're wanting to do a design change, and what is it you do and don't love about your boat? And I'd like to think that the design that we've got now is in a collaboration together with you guys to make it the best suited boat for liverboards that we could possibly have produced. And I think there's a lot of great ideas that you've come up with and we've come up with, and I think, well, I'm sure you'll agree, I think it's a great design.
Yeah, definitely. We love the boat. So where do you see the future of Oakums going? Do you think it's going to be all electric propulsion in the future?
At the moment, we are fully booked for orders throughout 2023, 2024. we are opening up some additional slots because of a new, a larger premises. Every order that we've got so far is 100% electric, and you know, given if someone was looking for a new boat now, I would say go electric. Now is the time to go fully electric. The designs by the electrical engine propulsion companies have become a lot more sustainable with the solar input that we can get from boats. You've got lithium technologies. There are different companies doing different methods. Some have gone traction cells, some have gone AGM. There's lots of different ways of doing the same output, which is an electric propulsion boat. But I would certainly say that the system that we've put together, the 2 kilowatts of solar, the 800 amp hours of lithium batteries, and the 10 kilowatt motor, I'd say is a great complete package alongside Victron for anyone looking for electric propulsion. And I'd like to think that our company is one of the companies out there at the forefront of the technology, offering great value for the customers.
Are you looking forward to Crick? I know that you won favourite boating show the first year, second year.
Yeah, we did.
I don't tempt fate.
I think this year is going to be hard. I think there's 26, 27 boats on display, or different companies on display, and some of those companies have two, even 3 boats at the show. You know, I think everybody goes there with the not necessarily with the desire to win, but certainly the desire to showcase what narrowboating can be, what they've got to offer, what they can give their customers. And I would like to think that we go there. If we win the award, that's amazing. But you know, for us, we'd like customers to go there and get the same enjoyment from our boats as we've had building them. And you know, we don't do slots, we don't do any of that. It's all about the customer experience. So, you know, you guys will be there, and hopefully people can talk to you as well, and you know, see the designs that you've come up with, the choices that you've made, and hopefully enjoy the boat that you guys will be enjoying for the years to come.
Yeah, excellent. Well, thanks a lot, and we shall see you at Crick.
Well, I should hope so, yeah. If you're not there, we've got a problem. Paul and Anthony want me to film their first reactions. So, I've set the camera up, hopefully we've done it right. We're going to open the door. You can come in now! You go first. Oh my God.
Look at that. That's amazing. Look at the shine on it. That is absolutely amazing.
Oh wow, that looks stunning, because it's silver, isn't it? I thought it'd be great.
Yeah, fabulous.
Right, I'm trying to find socks.
The duck hatch. Our windows just open up on a hinge. These are different, aren't they? Can you explain why you've done it this way?
So conventionally, I'm sure yours is probably the same. You've got an internal. I think you haven't got internal glass on yours, have you?
On one side.
You do, just on one side. Yeah. So one of the biggest issues is you have these doors that pull out, and then you're having to lean back to try and flap them, or lean in one side or the other. And I also find them to be quite bulky, and they rattle, and I personally thought there's a better way of doing it. So we've basically got an oak, which is solid oak, top and lower channels. Then we've got a groove, top and bottom, and it just allows for you then to be open and closing the doors. If you only wanted one open, you can. If you want to open a little bit, and then that way you can set it depending on how you want it. The other advantage is that we can then get a much better, stronger locking system on the inner side, and then these don't require the locking. And they look beautiful.
Okay.
And the double glazed.
Double glazed, and if you ever have any issues, there's a glazing bead just there. Take the glazing bead out, and then you can put a new pane of glass in. The one disadvantage duck hatch is obviously bad weather, because the boat's leaning inbound. You're gonna, you know, if the metal's open on the outside, you're gonna get a bit of water come on the inside. So on clammy days, you're gonna have to have the shutters shut. But you know, British summer weather, get these things open and loads of lighting. Fantastic.
Amazing. What do you think?
It's stunning. Like the windows are in now, the blinds are up, the bulbs on, which we picked. It's all coming together really quickly now, I think.
The diesel reflex is in, the radiators look stunning. Again, that wouldn't have been my first choice, but they look amazing.
They do.
The granite worktops down.
The bathroom is like, that's actually, because when you picked them tiles, I was like, I wasn't sure.
No.
But they look loads better than I thought they were going to.
Yeah.
In fact, the bathroom itself looks stunning.
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just can't believe it's nearly a year since we came to look at Oakums, and we came to see Liam, Lyra and the guys, all the staff down here, talking about designs and fabrics and tiles and which kind of heating system we wanted, and it's all been
What about the colour?
Oh yeah, and the colour.
The sparkle on it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even the attention to detail at the back and the Oakums sign has got sparkling, like total attention to detail, like you would expect.
Yeah.
Because the whole boat has attention to detail, I think. I really hope you guys like it, because we're just over the moon. We just can't stop smiling.
Yeah. Just a couple of weeks now before we launch. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 So yeah, a big thanks to Liam, Lyra and the whole team at Oakums, because the boat is beautiful.
And they've worked really hard, haven't they? Doing
Yeah.
a lot of late nights to get the boat finished.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. It is, you can tell it looks stunning.
So come and check the boat out at Crick. We'd love to chat to you all.
Yeah, we'd love
and
to get your
let us
opinions.
know, let us know what you think
Yeah.
about the boat. Right, see you later.
Take care.